Well, hello there, kids. Um, I'm not sure if this has had anything to do with this or if this is just coincidence, but I got a call back on Thursday from the county health department here, and now they claim that they want to see a sample of this stuff, so they can send it off to Phoenix for testing. Um, I don't have a hell of a lot of faith in these people. It's been 10 years now, exactly 10 years since this infection started. They've turned me down before when we've requested that they test this. As a matter of fact, the last time we spoke to a lady named Olivia in Phoenix, she spoke with the head epidemiologist there under Dr. Christ, and his message to us was that 3 people wasn't enough cases for them to be concerned about it. That's an exact quote. I have the dates and everything. I have records for all this bullshit. So, if anybody ever tries to come out and say, "Oh, that never happened," yeah, sure, we'll see about that. Anyway, I'll bring a sample to these people on Monday. The reason I'm reticent about trusting them, besides the 10 years, every time that, well, the 2 or 3 times that a doctor has sent the stuff out to be tested, for instance, Dr. Eliason at the VA, that genius, he sent them out to be cultured. Now, if you're not medical, you wouldn't understand that. When you send a sample out to be cultured, that's to see if you can grow the bacteria that is there. Um, of course, that would be completely stupid to do with a bunch of parasites because they're not bacteria, but it does guarantee you get a negative test result. So, and then the same thing with the 2 tests that the genius Lockwood sent off. I've never even seen those tests. They refused to give me my records. They told me I had to go through all this bullshit with the hospital to get my own records, my personal medical records. Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna go down in the middle of a COVID epidemic and argue with a bunch of assholes who can't find their ass with both hands about getting my own records back. You know, this whole thing is just so unbelievable. But I know if you're a citizen like me, just a regular citizen with VA or uh, Obamacare or whatever you want to call it, this is the kind of bullshit that a lot of us are putting up with now. Doctors that don't listen to you or examine you, they just argue with you. Um, my favorite is telling everybody that there's nothing wrong with a patient like me. It's parasite paranoia. Y'all see this right here? This parasite paranoia. See when I push my finger in there? Okay, these are the worms, the thread worms. They've come from up my lip, up here into my cheek, and now they're either laying eggs or crapping in my eyes. I'm not sure which. I mean, they're like super tiny, and my eyes are all messed up anyway, so even if I had a microscope, I wouldn't know what the hell I was looking at anyway. And again, I just want to emphasize the dozens and dozens and dozens of times that my wife and I have been to hospitals, ERs, and doctors, all of them, none of them will do anything about this. None of them care enough about your families and your health to make sure that our water system is safe. I guarantee you, none of these people are drinking water from the damn city. It's all being super filtered and God knows what because they know about this bullshit. Don't think they don't. When I talked to that kid the other day at the health department, he knew right away what the hell I was talking about. Right away. I didn't have to explain to him a damn thing. Look, this shit's ruined my life. It's pretty much killed my ass. Like I said, Lockwood already told me I'm dead meat. Son of a bitch. No doubt I'm dead meat. You didn't even lift a hand to find out what the hell they were, let alone find out what's wrong or do anything to stop this from spreading through our community. I just can't even believe that people like you have the nerve to come walking around here and claim to be doctors. You know, we had medics in the Army that did better jobs than you people. We would be better off if we had a medic that cared than a doctor that doesn't. Anyway, if any of you people made phone calls or anything like that to the health department, I'd like to thank you and I appreciate it. Um, I'm sorry to have to come on. I wish I could come on and say, hey, happy days. Arizona's a beautiful state with a lot of wonderful things in it, and that's true. But there's also some severe problems in it. Anytime you elect people who come from out of state purposefully as political operatives to screw your state up, you're going to have problems. And that's exactly what we got here. We have we have a bunch of politicians that don't govern. They purposely don't govern because they're trying to prove that the American system doesn't work, that democracy doesn't work. And they're trying to do it to show you that it doesn't work by killing it. Anyway, like I said, I wanted to thank anybody who did uh, call, if anybody did. If you didn't call, just as long as you know about this stuff and that you can be aware of it. It looks like cotton with pepper in it that's in like silicone gel in your water. Um, I've got some pictures of it, plenty of pictures of it. Um, if you see anything in your water that's not water, don't drink it. Put it to the side, get a hold of your water company, find out what the hell it is. If this stuff can happen here in Arizona, where supposedly we have a city government and a city water company looking after it, imagine what could happen if in rural areas, where they don't have these wonderful bits of infrastructure. Anyway, keep your eyes open and don't drink the water.